It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Jameis Winston coming in fourth in the league in passing this year. It's the Saints and the Buccaneers under the lights on Monday night.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight, we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bucs in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
The Bucs kicker Ryan Succop about set, and off we go from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And here come the Saints about to begin their first possession. And the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Play action now, Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. That's complete to Troutman, right side. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Jameis to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and of course, a quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Running on first down is Fournette, but he can only manage a yard or so before he's brought down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he fires one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on 1 throw.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Winston. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Brady's throw there complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the 1st quarter play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On 2nd and 7, Brady.
He's going to drop this one down to Bernard.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Now Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. That throw by Brady incomplete.
The Bucs had 8-3 now. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Bernard. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Again, here's Bernard. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Up the gut, Fournette. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 30, 20. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense back out. There's the veteran bruiser, the running back, Leonard Fournette.
Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Brady going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Winston throw complete there to Thomas.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
On play action, Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the red zone now, Winston.
Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ready? To the air again with Winston. Let's get that. He's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ready. On 2nd and goal, Winston. Flush to his right, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. He's got a man, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Brady. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas when they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. Succop's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. Marcus Mariota, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Matthew Stafford, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen, strong in the victory as his guys move to 9-3 now on the year. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, and you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now Brady again. Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now Bernard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a carry for Bernard. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now Brady. And he's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Brady will look to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
They lost 4 there, and it's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert to first down. Jameis to throw it. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From just shy of midfield, Winston, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. Winston now. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Levante David make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Winston. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Winston. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner's a former defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball.
Back now in Tampa. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. He'll drop this off for Bernard. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Winston. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Winston. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The kick by Lutz is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 122 yards on the ground for him so far.
It's interesting going into this game, there was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Now Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. Here's Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Inside handoff down to Fournette.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. To throw is Brady. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
But we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point try now for Suckup. And the lead is up to 5. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Winston readies the offense. Down by 5. A minute 14 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Now Winston. Able to get this to Patrick. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Fournette, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. A handoff to Fournette, and a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Suckup's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Here's Winston. It's complete. Kamara. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll manage to get out of bounds. It's a first down. And the clock stops with just over 20 seconds to play. Winston to throw. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Meanwhile, Winston's throw taken in by Landry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but part of the defense was ready. able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to get the ball in closer and take a more high-percentage pass to try and tie the game. But the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.
So for the Bucs, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco